Mo, we're going to go to you on this one. First off, goalkeeper of the year is?
Well, this is why, by the way, well, it's Pedri, obviously, first of all. No, this is why...
He's a great goalkeeper.
He's a great goalkeeper.
For a little fella, he's a great goalkeeper.
No, this is why Carlo Ancelotti isn't manager of the year, because it's Thibaut Courtois. I don't need to say anything. I don't have any stats. I don't need any stats. Listen to this, right? You want to know why Thibaut Courtois is the goalkeeper of the year? Go watch the Champions League final, right? That's why he's the goalkeeper of the year. That's it. I don't need to say anything else. I don't need to. You don't need convincing. You don't need convincing. If you watch that game, look, and his interview afterwards, he was very saucy. This man clearly has burner accounts on Twitter. I need to find them. He's somewhere on Twitter lurking, posting at people who are criticizing him, and I love that. We need more of that in football, please. More salty footballers on Twitter posting on burner accounts. Look, it's Courtois. If you've watched Real Madrid at all this year, it's Courtois. It's very hard to not swear during this section because honestly, if you've watched him, if you ever have rooted against Real Madrid in any game, you just sit in there, you curse Courtois. And there are times, and the thing is, it's not constant, right? This is the funny thing about Real Madrid this year, is they're not being good necessarily in many games, but they're not bad either. And their midfielders are going to hit the ball a lot, right? But they always get chances, right? And they'll be like cruising along 0-0, not really playing well, not doing too well. The opponent suddenly boom, 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 passing attack, ball comes through, striker runs through. It's going to be a goal against Real Madrid. They're going to go behind. Oh no, it's not. Courtois pulled off a massive save, and then Madrid seems to just sort of lift. It's like that's like a mini team talk. Like he makes a save like that, and it's literally like everyone's like, "Ooh, yes, we can play." And then Madrid sort of wake up, and Madrid start to dominate, and Benzema needs to do something, and they score a goal. The amount of times this season, and I'm pretty sure, I haven't gone back up, but I would imagine it's at least once a game, he does some ridiculous nonsense and keeps Madrid alive. The win against Athletic Club was even better than the Champions League final in that game. He's honestly ridiculous. He's so good. It defies belief how good he's been this year, standing tall repeatedly to pull Madrid out of situations. Madrid have no right. Madrid have no right to win, frankly, either of the competitions that they won in the way that they did them. But they did because Courtois was equally as good as Benzema. Honestly, the only reason I put Benzema ahead of him was because of the double hat-trick in the Champions League knockout stages. Otherwise, I was going to put Courtois as MVP as well. He's been that good this season. Just preposterously good. And again, if you need to just watch the Champions League final. Just watch it, man. 9 saves, most ever. Clean sheet as well. Absolutely outrageous. Fantastic interview. So salty. I love it, Thibaut. You, sir, are a legend. Congratulations. He's going to win the best goalkeeper now. 2-time the best goalkeeper award winner. Richly deserved. Fantastic. What can you say?
Alan, Mo's done well to not swear, but there will have definitely been some Liverpool fans swearing at the TV in the Stade de France when Courtois was making save after save after save in the Champions League final. Is he your pick as well for Keeper of the Year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this season in La Liga, he's 16 clean sheets. He's conceded 29 goals, but his XG against is 42.91. So he's prevented, 13 goals that a normal goalkeeper would have conceded. He's just a phenomenal footballer, I mean, I watched him in the flesh a good few times this season, and I'll never fail to get over his height. Like, he's so large and he's so dominant in the goal. It's incredible. He actually didn't win the Zamora Award in La Liga, remarkably. He didn't concede the fewest goals. That award went to Yassine Bono of Sevilla. But I think Sevilla's defensive structure as a whole is probably more solid than Madrid's.
Yeah, if you've watched Sevilla, that's not because of Bono. That's because of Koundé and Diego
Carlos Fernando, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Acuna, yeah.
The whole team and Lopetegui's. That's why they got rid of him. Lopetegui's approach as well. They were awful. They're so boring. It's so boring.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're so much more cautious and safety first than Madrid are, aren't they? Like, but yeah, I think similar to last season, you had, in La Liga, for instance, you had Luis Suarez scoring goal after goal for Atletico, and you Jan Oblak making incredible saves for them. This season, it's Madrid who have the most decisive players in each box, and that's ultimately what's won them what they've won this season, because as Mo said, their performances haven't consistently been amazing, but they've been decisive when it counted. And they have the most decisive attacker in the world and the most decisive defender in the world in Courtois. And that's ultimately, why they've been successful. And I think that, Courtois' attitude, he embodies Madridismo too in many ways, because he has that arrogance about him. He's, he's a fluent Spanish speaker. His former wife, ex-partner is Spanish. His current partner is also Spanish, I think. His kids are bilingual. He's very much adapted to the Madrid and the Spanish way of life. And that's why he wanted to leave Chelsea so badly to come back to Spain after his loan in Atletico Madrid. think that players like him and also Camavinga who come in, and Benzema too, who come into the city and come into the club and learn the language and embrace the culture, are what makes Madrid what they are. And I think the culture of excellence is embodied in Thibaut Courtois in every facet of his game. So that's why he's my pick.
I agree. I'm going 3 for 3. We agreed on Benzema and we're agreeing on Courtois. I agree with Mo. The post-match interview after the Champions League final was excellent. He was pouring salt. He took the shaker, he took the lid off, and he was just throwing salt around. He's brilliant. And I also agree with Alan. Just the sheer simplicity of a goalkeeper being an enormous tree-like individual, and that's what Courtois is. He's just a huge guy that constantly makes saves. The Champions League final, there was no way Liverpool was scoring. Mo Salah had, I think, at least 2 chances where against any other keeper in the world, that's back of the net, equaliser or winner for Liverpool. But Courtois is just something else. And a bit like Carlo, he's a little bit of a throwback. He's not bad with the ball at his feet or his distribution. He's good, but we're not talking about a goalkeeper who can spray the ball around and overanalyze in his ability to gather in pass backs. He does what he says on the tin. He's a huge fella that makes huge saves. And sometimes it can just be as simple as that. Get the biggest guy in the playground and stick him in goal. And that's what Courtois is.